Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. On behalf of Markaz Sahaba, the voice of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, we present to you lesson number 1713 of our daily Naseehah and advice. Today, with the grace and mercy of Almighty Allah Jalla wala, we focus on the 28th of HIJJAH. It was on the 28th of HIJJAH 1367, corresponding to the 31st October 1948. The Zion Brigades, that are the terrorist group, butchered the people of the Palestinian villages of Deir al-Asad and Ba'ana. This time also they used hailers to assemble the inhabitants of both the villages in an open space between the two villages. They did this under the protection of the Israeli apartheid soldiers and army. They then killed all the youth in a manner described by a UN observer as barbaric. Who would do all these type of things except a people who killed Anbiya and messengers? They are the same people their forefathers murdered and slaughtered Nabi Zakaria alayhi salatu salam, murdered and slaughtered Nabi Yahya alayhi salatu salam. Fariqan kadhabtum wa fariqan taqtulun. Quran Kareem states, one group of Anbiya you rejected, like they rejected Nabi Isa alayhi salam, Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and one group they murdered and martyred. So that is their crimes, and they are just going on with what their forefathers did. Now what must we do? Remember, as Muslims, number one, Iqra, start reading more and more Quran and see the crimes of the Yahud and the Jews. Then number two, read more ahadith and remember al-ma'rika al-fasila, and that is the decisive battle will still come and take place, and they know that they will lose, and it's authentic hadith mentioned in Sahih Muslim. The Muslims will fight the Jews, and then the Yahudi will run away, and he will take protection behind the trees and the stones. Allah Jalla wala will let the trees and that speak, and the Jew say, Khalfi Yahudiyun, behind me is a Jew, and eliminate him illa al-gharqad, except the gharqad tree. So what they are doing, if you go to Jerusalem and to occupied Palestine, they are planting the gharqad tree everywhere. They think that this will give them protection at that time there. But remember, that is why Almighty Allah Jalla wala will send Nabi Isa alayhi salatu salam, the second coming of Nabi Isa. Wa im min ahlil kitabi illa la yu'minanna bihi qabla mawti, that the Jews, Christians will bring iman on him, and remember, the Jews will realize he's a true Nabi, and those who don't want to accept, then they will be dispatched straight to Jahannam and the hellfire. Similarly with the Christians as well, he is Nabiullah, he is the Nabi of Allah and not Ibnullah, not the son of Allah. Those who accept, Alhamdulillah, those who reject will be dispatched to Jahannam. So that is what will happen. And then we should remember the whole of Palestine will be liberated. Open Surah Bani Israel and see the verses in the starting, and then the first 8-10 verses. فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ الْآخِرَةِ لِيَسُوءُ وُجُوهَكُمْ, the Muslim army will disfigure their faces and defeat them. وَلِيَدْخُلُوا الْمَسْجِدَ كَمَا دَخَلُوهُ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ, and they will enter Masjid al-Aqsa as they entered the first time via jihad and no negotiations. وَلِيُتَبِّرُوا مَا عَلَوْا تَتْبِيرًا, and they will crush their pride and arrogance and their veto system and everything. And if you want a wonderful book, then read حقائق القرآنية حول قضية الفلسطينية, that the truth of the Quran Sharif regarding the issue of Palestine. Every person who knows Arabic should read this work, and it is known as حقائق القرآنية حول قضية الفلسطينية. Victory is ours. Any country that makes peace with Israel, they do so at their own peril, and Almighty Allah will decimate and destroy them as well. May Almighty Allah Jalla wala protect the Haramain Sharifain and destroy the enemies, whoever the Shias and them who want control over Makkah, Medina. And Allah protect Masjidul Aqsa and liberate it from the Zionist apartheid rogue regime. And Allah Ta'ala decimate and destroy them as well. Ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen. May Almighty Allah Jalla wala protect all our masajid throughout the world. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.